Prince Louis stole the show in London Monday at an event commemorating the defeat of the Nazis, as Britain's royals sought to erase all thoughts of troublesome exile Prince Harry. Being a reputation for alleviating the solemnity of official events by pulling funny faces, the youngest Wales was on hand to keep the crowds entertained from the stands and later the Buckingham Palace balcony. He looked adorable in a navy suit as he waved from the balcony, standing in between Prince George and Princess Charlotte. Lou Bug has lost his two front teeth. He ducked, pointed, and waved at the crowds as the British aerobatic team, the Red Arrows, painted the grey London skies red, white, and blue to mark the day. But he may also have enjoyed it slightly more, as it is close to his heart for a special reason. Back in 2023, the young prince revealed that he wants to be a fighter pilot when he grows up. While at an engagement for the big Help Out during Coronation Weekend in May 2023, Louis was asked by a volunteer whether he might want to become an artist when he's older. But he replied, "No, I want to be a fighter pilot." His ambition is closely linked to his dad, Prince William, who, even though not a fighter pilot, did serve as a RAF search and rescue pilot during his time in the military, spending 3 years at RAF Valley in Anglesey, Wales. The family of 5 were joined by Princess Anne, Prince Edward, and Sophie, the Duchess of Edinburgh, as well as the Duke of Kent. And Louis looked delighted as the plane soared overhead, with Mum Catherine pointing out the different aircraft. According to lip reader Jeremy Freeman, Louis gave a very clear verdict when it came to the fly past. He believes that when his mother asked her youngest son, "You excited?" he replied by saying yes before telling older brother George over there, Red Arrows. Now, after the string of planes flew over the palace, Louis also remarked to the princess, "Yes, that's so loud. What a wonderful day." According to Jeremy, soon after the national anthem struck up as Louis turned his back on the crowds, and Louis appears to say, "Oh," before getting into position. The moment came after the crowds applauded the royals as they took their seats. William shook the hand of one veteran as he took his seat. His children followed his example, with Catherine being the last to greet the servicemen as she sat beside him. He later appeared to show her some photographs, and she took one to give it a closer look. As the royals sat among veterans watching the parade, Louis appeared to tease his older brother George in a light-hearted moment. When George brushed his hair away from his face, 7-year Louis cheekily mimicked him by flicking his own hair in a playful gesture, a moment that quickly charmed viewers. Prince William and Princess Catherine's youngest child celebrated his 7th birthday last week, and the celebratory portraits are absolutely adorable. The jumper and checked shirt worn by the younger brother of Princess Charlotte are just like those worn by his mother only days later. It's safe to say that both Prince George and Prince Louis are being dressed just like their mother. There's no doubt the two are taking some fantastic style notes from Catherine, and we can see why. During the royal visit to the Isles of Mull and Iona, Princess Catherine is wearing a gorgeous dark olive jumper and white shirt, a classically smart off-duty outfit. However, you'd be forgiven for thinking that the ensemble looks rather familiar. For those unaware, the royal family is set for a busy schedule over the next 4 days. The event also followed headlines surrounding the Duke of Sussex, who recently told the BBC that his father would not speak to him, and he did not know how much longer the king had left. Prince Harry, one of the few living royals to have seen active military service, was not invited to the event. Earlier, he had helped his father, Prince William, stay smart by giving his uniform a quick brush down during the 80th anniversary of Victory in Europe Day, which marks the fall of Berlin in 1945. Prince Louis pulling on the golden braid worn by his father, Prince William, at the VE Day event in London. Seated beside his father, who was dressed in full military regalia, Louis was seen cheekily brushing down the shoulder of William's jacket. An endearing moment that didn't go unnoticed by news cameras. Palace sources had briefed the media that they didn't want any Harry-shaped distractions from the long-planned event, which included a Royal Air Force fly-past and balcony appearance by Palace big guns alongside the trio of the Wales and British news organizations. In general, tactfully complied.